Twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Two friends, two minds, and one love for Arsenal Football Club. You are now listening to the Cod and Two Minds podcast.
Meanwhile, Shelly weaves his way through.
Hey. What's really going on? Welcome to the podcast, Cod and Two Minds. This is E Marshall. I'm chilling. I'm chilling here with Big Fitz, aka Aguna Rush.
Hey,
what's going on, man? How you been?
Oh, exciting times. You know, we got a fresh litter of puppies around, and
I saw that. Wow.
Five new puppies, new Frenchies.
Wow. Okay.
You know,
That's
talented.
Nice.
Hey, we guard them like Fort Knox.
I saw that. What's with
I'm not getting Lady Gaga out there on the street.
Right. Oh no, can't have that.
Nah.
So is the same bitch been rendering all these puppies?
This is her third and last litter.
That's all. That's as many as they can do.
Well, that's what the doctor said. You know what? I think we're gonna wrap it up on this one.
Got you.
Yeah.
And how many puppies has she given birth to? I just wanted to say bitch. You know what I mean?
That's about 13, I think.
Wow.
13.
You're not are you making sure you're selling these puppies to nice white families? I'm playing around. I'm playing. I didn't I didn't mean that.
Any good family that qualifies, meets the vetting process, yes.
Because you know what I mean? You know? Anyway, there's tons of jokes in there, but I'll just let it go. You know, people will get all, you know.
I mean,
so you said
coincidentally, I did actually decline a request from a white family.
Did you really?
Yeah, I told them these dogs are too classy to be living on a chicken farm. They can't live on a chicken farm.
What about what about an Asian family that owns a Chinese food restaurant? Anyway, I'm sure your vetting process is off the chain. You know what I mean?
You guys also want to let you guys know that my partner and sidekick is E Marshall Comedy. E Marshall Comedy. You can also find him there.
Anyway, Arsenal away to Newcastle. A match before one of the biggest matches of the year on Thursday. The second leg of a semifinal Europa League match. What did you think? Based on everything I just said, what did you think about the lineups for Arsenal?
I immediately said, okay, he's saving everything for Thursday.
In some cases, yeah.
Which then, you know, it does point out then that, hey, he wasn't able to do it all the way, I guess. So there's still some guys that were out there.
Right.
You would think are probably going to be Thursday starts also, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely thought, okay, well, some of these guys start, but let's not run them into the ground, you know.
Right. I thought Xhaka, if you're going to play Xhaka left back on Thursday, there's no reason to play him today. None whatsoever.
None, you know.
This is a pointless game, you know.
Got brought up several times on Twitter by people. Like,
hey, screw Twitter now.
You know,
I'm playing.
The got brought up several times, but
yeah.
You know what? I guess after reading it a bunch of times, the only defense that I can think, but then it doesn't make sense, is that he's going to start Cedric on Thursday. But
right, he won't do that.
But Cedric hasn't played in 3 weeks. So would that be a smart start?
That would be strange. Yeah, that would be strange. But yeah, he's been known to do strange things. So
I'm after today, my hands are up, and I can truly say I don't understand necessarily Arteta's theories about who he starts, who he subs.
Yeah, he's all over the place.
I just get so questionable about,
Speaking of Twitter, there's a lot of people on Twitter that like with a newfound love for David Luiz. Like,
I know.
It was very, very strange. But I mean, he probably is technically our I don't know. I found that strange. The love he was getting.
I think he's probably our most skilled
right
center back. He can do a handful of different things as a center back, but at his age compared to our other center backs,
how many times has he been sent off or cost us games throughout his career at Arsenal compared to the other guy that nobody likes, who's pretty solid to me? I mean, they're all the same as far as I'm concerned. There's not one that's way better than the other, but for people to just be like, Holden and Mari, they're terrible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I'm gonna put that to, my fear about, like, when I say I'm not understanding Arteta's vision sometimes and what he's doing with his players.
Yeah.
I mean, the fear is that you create this uneasiness on the team that other players lock it in on game day no matter what. And then there's other players that, like, their head gets in their way and they start not playing correctly, or they start making, mistakes and stuff like that. And I mean, without pointing out any single players, there's a handful of players on our team that play here or there, or sometimes they're part of the attack. Sometimes we're asking them to stay back. And I think Arteta's vision of who he has on his team, I think might be like they're more versatile than they really are.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So, to me, Gabriel is the best center back we have. You could see it talent-wise and the way he moves and how he defends. Like, he should be our best center back.
Right. Everything was going fine until.
But I think Arteta has fucked with him.
Right.
He's fucked with him, and it's all weird now. And now you're starting Gabriel today. So are you telling me then he's not an option on Thursday? Probably.
Right.
Even though Holding and Mari kind of had a bumbled game on last Thursday. I don't know, man. I get lost. I don't know what Arteta's doing sometimes.
Yeah, no, I was going to say everything was going fine with Gabriel. And I think he got hurt. And then when he was healthy to come back, he didn't play him for a while. And then from that stretch on, he's made mistakes that have cost us points.
Yeah.
He's gotten sent off a couple of times. So yeah, I think you might be right in your assessment, because like I said, everything was going fine. And then, he went off the rails, and that's when we started playing Mari, who was doing fine. He was doing good, and he got hurt. So who knows? But they're all pretty much the same as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Gabriel, I would say, is probably our best defender as far as his attributes and the way he plays. He's just a little spazzy at times. He's got a little Koscielny to his game.
Yeah.
And, sometimes that gets a little risky. But who cares? Can we end this season now?
Just to piggyback on that theory, what I'm saying kind of is like, if even at the most simplest, if the message to Gabriel is like, hey man, you just weren't doing good enough. So now Mari's taking your spot or whatever. So now
right.
When Gabriel does get a chance, now he's pressing. He wants to prove.
Okay, yeah.
So now he does the charge up the field and try to pick out a beautiful pass and stay up there with the attackers for a play. And, I'm not saying none of that wasn't effective, but it's almost like you've put him in a position to where you want him to press and push. But you know what? You're my center back. First thing I need you to do is hold down that back. Hold it down,
No, yeah. He was really, he was real aggressive today.
Yeah.
The whole team. The game started out great as far as the way we were passing the ball quickly, the energy. I tweeted, if you have the right mentality when you start the match, that's half the battle. And it looked like we came out ready to go on the front foot, and it paid off with a goal early. So I don't want to talk about
it. El Nini is a beast.
He'll strike
he's the guy in midfield. If somebody's going to take one from distance, I hope it's El Nini that's putting his foot into it.
He'll strike a nice ball. He'll put it on target.
And he keeps it low.
He puts it on target.
He doesn't fly him up over the goal,
He puts it on target. What happened on that one? Villarreal makes a great cross to Abba, who whiffed at it, and the ball fell to El Nini, who struck it nicely on goal. So, yeah, great way to start off the match. It was within the first. It's kind of like a reversal. Like we give up a goal in the first 5 minutes of the match, but today we scored a goal, and it's a nice feeling when you do that. You know what I mean? Everybody can take a deep breath, and just keep pushing along. And I thought for the first half, I just thought the energy and the way we were passing the ball quickly.
It's one of my things, man.
It really helped me out.
Passing crisp, crisp passes, and keep it moving. I liked Abba's movement in the first half. It looked like he was a threat, but
Martinelli
is just. I don't know what else to say.
What's his excuse for not playing him all year?
It's just so obvious.
That's weird.
I mean, what else do you want from a winger?
Yeah.
And you know what? What else I love? I mean, he attacks the defender. And whether he gets him into a perfect spot or not, what you can count on is that the defender is going to be worried and on his heels and trying to stay in front of him. And that's all you can ask for everybody else in the box to do something. Get open, find a place, do something.
Rarely
what
does.
Else I love too, though, is when the ball switches to the other side, Martinelli holds his shape. He stays way out there, and he understands that I'm an option for you guys if I stay way out here.
No, yeah, he just his work rate, and the aggressiveness, and he's almost like Tyranny. The way they make a move, they get to the byline, they cross it. No screwing around, no plan, no doing a Willian or a Pepe.
Yes.
There's none of that in any of their games. They're very direct, and they're always able to get that cross. And with Martinelli, he has a different variety. Like, he's thinking about how he wants. He's not just blindly crossing the ball like a Bakary Sagna or a Villarreal. Like, he's making a decision to try and make the right cross at the right time. And his work rate, his skill with the ball, he's tremendous.
Hey, there was a great camera shot. Oh, excuse me. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and I don't get going back to Arteta. What would be his what would be his excuse if you asked him? He's too young, or he's been coming off injuries. We wanted to bring him back slowly, but I mean, the guy's been healthy for a long time now.
Yeah,
so.
And even with the bring him back slowly thing, it's like, yes, but that still doesn't explain why in these games when we were lagging with no energy, you didn't sub him on at least. How come you're not bringing him on at least to inject some energy into the squad?
Right.
Why didn't you do that?
Right. You did the same thing with ESR. You brought him along slowly because of his injury, but then you started playing him consistently. You never did that for Martinelli at a point in the season where we needed it. Who knows?
For sure.
I mean, when
we had that
Obama
good little run going through January and part of February, all that or whatever. But then it was like, as soon as we started lagging a little bit, Martinelli was healthy and he was ready to go. And it was like, dude, let's go.
He kept putting Abba out there. He kept putting William out there for that little stretch. And it was just, there's really no excuse. And that goes to further illustrate
to go to your point though, where you're talking about how it's not just blindly crossing either and stuff like that, but he had that one play where Ceballos kind of tried to set him up to go around the corner, but he mixed his steps up a little bit so he didn't charge like he normally would. But Ceballos cut into the box, and Martinelli saw him, and he realized and he quickly figured out all right, I need to touch once by this defender and then flip it back, and it was perfect. He put it on Danny's foot.
No, he gets it. He gets it.
The kid gets it. And I mean, continue to praise with so many young guys on our team. He's 19.
It would be wonderful if we had a chance to see all those youngsters play more together this year to get that experience under their belt heading into next year. But to go back to Arteta, who knows what he's thinking at this point? He's all over the place. We'll see Thursday. It's a huge match for us.
Yeah,
it really is. Yeah. And I just think he's lucky. I mean, Arteta is lucky. He's a lucky guy. And I just think, hopefully, I'm hoping maybe this is wishful thinking. Some of that luck can rub off for Thursday because we need it.
I don't know if you caught the picture in the pregame where they showed, I'm sure you probably seen it, but they showed the through 53 games, 51 games, Arteta and Emery.
Oh, yeah. 9 red cards, too.
And throw the discipline thing in, which was part of what they kind of pegged on Unai's team is man, they're just so wild and just kind of out of control. And
but 9 red cards. So anyway, the game was marred by a protest at Old Trafford. We had split screen for 30 minutes of the first half, and going into the second, it was a nightmare watching our game on a little box with commentary about an insurrection at Old Trafford. It's come on, if you're watching an Arsenal match, why would you give a shit about what's going on at Old Trafford? And for NBC Sports to do that for so long, it ruined the game for me. You know what I mean? It really did.
From January 6th, 2021, for the rest of our lives, every media outlet is going to be praying that they're catching a charge into the Capitol.
I guess
they want to be the one that is. Oh my God! Look. They were hoping some security guard was going to get thrown off the second deck. That's what they were hoping for.
Clearly they were, because to go on and on and on about what we're seeing,
just repeating the same old stuff. Right. Well, and as you see, they're coming down the steps now. Oh, now they're retreating. Well, some of them are coming back.
One of the chaps lost his shoe, and the steward just gave it to him. It's unbelievable.
I've never seen a thing like it.
It's unbelievable, Rebecca. Unbelievable.
But I do want to give hella praise to the dude. Right in the beginning, they showed when the first guys got on the pitch.
Yeah.
And there was just some big bloke that was standing in the goalpost and just crushing a Guinness or something.
Yeah.
And I looked down and he had a big ass bag and he reached in the bag and grabbed another one. And I was like, oh, this ain't a protest, man. This is just a bunch of fools running around.
Right. This is just a bunch of guys. Anyway, yeah.
Nothing else to do on a Sunday.
Right. I didn't see any woman around. You know what I mean?
Not one.
I didn't see
Not
any.
one.
I bet you the majority of those people like wrestling and they watch wrestling and they can't wait for wrestling to come on tonight.
Yeah.
So, just a bunch of grab ass is what I'm trying to say here. Oh gosh, look at me. One of the chaps lost his shoe, Rebecca.
The Viking shaman showed up. We all gave praise.
That was just absolutely ridiculous for NBC Sports to think that people watching an Arsenal match would be interested in that and to split the screen for so long. I get it. I get it for a little while. When they first popped up with an alert, I was like, "Oh shit, here we go."
Yeah.
You know what's really jumping off, and then they showed these fools playing grab ass on Old Trafford.
Just a bunch of guys running around in circles and laughing and having fun, and
one
kid climbed up on the goal.
Right.
You know,
right.
There was no message. I didn't hear people it's just nothing going on. It was just
kind of like the Arsenal game. It's just not it's just
segues. Yeah. Folks, that's what we do. We give you the best segues.
Well, Newcastle, complete and utter dog shit. They made us look like, you know what I mean? We just ran so right over.
Like, I thought
somebody punched Bruce in his eye. He got you see that fool's eye? He looked like he had a long night last night. A long night. Hungover, black eye. Anyway.
Yeah, I guess they were missing Willick.
Or for something, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, what else?
I will make this point though. You know what?
Yeah, go ahead.
The acceptance in the league that when it's an Arsenal game, the other team is just going to beat Arsenal up. It's not fair, you know?
What do you mean? Just be overly physical with us?
Just be overly physical all the time. Like every challenge is a booty bump, a shoulder into the Arsenal player's back.
Right.
And it happens so often and so much that it's almost accepted by everybody on the pitch. Arsenal knows it's going to happen. The team knows they're going to do it. The announcers know that this is just kind of Arsenal games. The fucking ref on the field oftentimes just kind of maybe not allows all the stuff, because I thought Mike Dean actually didn't treat us bad today.
Right.
But he probably, let another handful of 3, 4, 5 big fouls just kind of go by because, well, it's Arsenal. That's just what happens.
We never get back though. You know what I mean? When you watch a team, like even like the way Villarreal played against us, it was obvious what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
And for the majority, they were kind of getting away with it. But we never try to walk that line, Okay, well, we'll be physical too.
Yeah.
We never do that. So it's or if you watch Man City play, you got a bunch of little dudes running around there just going
ankle
after
biting. Just constantly kicking ankles and just,
So it's like if one side is doing it against you and getting away with it and you don't do anything in response, it's almost like, whatever. These guys are soft. It's just,
exactly.
So
because Arsenal accepts it, everybody accepts it.
Exactly.
It's like, okay.
Yep. For real. Did you see when so let's get to the goal. The second half goal or whatever. Martinelli, beautiful cross to Abba. Abba with a great finish, but he could have just used his head, dude. You know what I mean? But that wouldn't have been as cool. You know what I mean?
The first thing I thought of.
What's that?
The only way we get goals out of Abba is if you just make him score.
Right, you
just put it in a spot where he only had one thing to do was just get up there, and he got up there and got.
But the way he took that, to me, that was that was a hard. He made that harder than it had to be, but it was a great finish. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, it
was beautiful.
It was, it was just an easy little with your head, but he lifts.
But I was even thinking, remember when ESR threw that one on the back post to him that time? I think that was a Europa game, and he headed it into the far post, but like only because he had you force him to score.
No choice. Just right on.
Leave it up to him to try to because I don't know if you noticed. Did you notice Abba slipping again today?
Yeah, a couple times.
Just constantly.
Couple times he slipped.
I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe the red cleats ain't it. Oh, Tony AFC 66. I just said it. Red cleats.
Studs, dude.
The studs. Excuse me, the studs.
Those are studs, mate. The Villarreal didn't look that bad today. Yeah.
Looked all right. He looked all right. I mean,
So anyway, somebody got a red card for them. Shar, I think his name. And as he's walking off the pitch, somebody comes up and rubs his head as if to say, it's okay, buddy. Who was it? I'm playing.
No, you know what's so funny is the way you say it is because they didn't show him.
I knew it was. I know it. You saw the arm.
I knew it was him.
You just saw the arm.
I knew it was him. And about a minute later, the announcer said it. He goes, it's one of the things that just seems a little strange. The guy just took your guy out and got a straight red card for it, and then you go and pat him on the head.
Right. Jacques is always trying
they're country mates and stuff.
Jacques is always trying to touch fools and show love, but he's so tough.
Hey, in the same game that he'll like get in somebody's face and threaten to kick his ass. I'm like, dude, who are you? What is it with you?
He's incredible.
He's a weirdo, man.
He's been filling in nicely at left back. Let's give him a break.
All right, so let's get to the next big story of the game to me.
Go ahead. Let's do it.
Back to Arteta and his management.
Okay.
It's time for subs to come on.
Oh, yeah.
And you lost one sub because Luis probably ripped his hamstring again or something. I don't know.
Right.
So we lost one. Everything tells you either Xhaka, Odegaard, or Martinelli should be coming off. Because these three guys are probably guys you're going to play on Thursday.
Martinelli's not playing on Thursday.
Martinelli, my whole theory was let's keep him fresh because we might need to pick a goal. I don't think he's starting Thursday, but if we need something off the bench, he's got to be an option.
You would think so, but that's not the way your boy moves, man. I was thinking take Abba off. He's the only one I see maybe starting and playing the full 90. Even if I'm
thinking about starting him, I didn't play him today. I think Laka's starting.
Laka, I think they said him and Tierney they're not going to be ready for a couple games. I knew that story about them, everybody coming back and everything was going to be fine was bullshit.
It's so bullshit, dude.
Bullshit, dude. Now, so I don't know I think take Xhaka off definitely because you're not playing Cedric on Thursday. You're not. So take Xhaka off.
You're not playing Cedric, period. How come nobody can answer me this? What's going on? I couldn't even point out a poor performance. Did he just fuck a game up or something? I don't remember. I don't remember seeing that. Did he get injured? I don't know. Maybe he got a little bit injured and missed a game. That could be death to your job with Arteta nowadays.
Right. You can lose your job over an injury quick. Messing around with him, but no, I don't know why. I don't know why he stopped playing him all of a sudden, and he's been going with Xhaka. But there's an imbalance to the team when Xhaka is playing a left back as far as going forward on that side.
Yeah,
and that's always kind of been what we do. When Cedric is bombing up and down, even Chambers, he gets up and down. So. Yeah. That's the way we like to play, but when Jacques is out there, we don't have that option. But, that's what Arteta wants to do. It's just really strange. So, yeah, take him out. He's got a yellow card, So chances of him getting another yellow. Xhaka, he tried a couple times in this game, but he got lucky. It's just all weird. It's all weird. I'm basically what I'm saying is I'm nervous about Thursday. I don't know what to expect. We're going to do a false 9 again. Who knows? But
obviously Alva has to start then. I mean, we have to put a striker down the middle. Like that whole experiment last game was bullshit.
Right. You would think. You would think.
I mean, to me, the big mix or question mark now is, would you start them both or only one of them, and which one? Odegaard and ESR.
I would start them both.
So you're going to put ESR out on the wing?
Actually, you know what? I'd go Pepe, Abba, Saka, and ESR.
That would be my choice too.
I wouldn't start Odegaard. Or yeah, I would just go with that.
And it's Europa, man. You get so many subs. I just think you need to look at your squad like possible scenarios at the end of games that you're going to need to hold possession and secure a lead, or we need to attack and try to get a goal. What is it? So
how are we going to play?
I'd rather take my chances with ESR pushes us and tries to get us goals, where Odegaard can come on and play possession at the end of a game if we need to play possession.
We come out and we score a goal quick. It's 1-0. Do we shut it down and try to see? Because if we win 1-0, we go through on away goals. Like, you know what I mean? It'll be interesting to see how we play, especially if we get a goal early. You know?
I'll tell you this, yes. Arteta,
right, the way he wants
we
to
get
play.
up 1-0, he shuts it down.
Right, but that's that's
so scary though.
From an Arsenal historical point of view, it's like we can't do that.
We've seen this. We have seen this.
But he's saying, well, we won the FA Cup doing that last year, so we'll see. But lately, Xhaka left back, no Luiz, Lito. It's just
what
it'll be interesting.
In a little more general terms about what my hopes are. Okay. If he's gonna make any kind of gambling suspect plays or starts with somebody, let the first one be play Cedric at left back and put Xhaka in the middle with Partey.
Right.
That needs to be your first little, okay, I'm gonna switch something up.
Right.
Go ahead and play Cedric, because I don't care if he hasn't been playing. He's a natural wing back. He knows how to play out there.
Holy shit.
Folks, I gave that away just seconds early because, well, if you're on YouTube, you'll see him take position. So
anyway. That was a little
sound effect board. Thank you.
That was my ass being a ventriloquist. Anyway, it's fine. You know what I mean? It's fine. That's what I think about Arsenal this year.
I don't know what's going on.
Hey, but check it out. You're absolutely right. That's what should be done. Cedric at left back, put Xhaka in the middle, and then you play Pepe, Abba, Saka, and ESR in the hole.
I think that's our most skilled middle of
that's how you run it.
With an attacker, ESR sitting in front of the two guys that should be able to hold things down.
Yep. And I would even throw Bellerin out there, but he played a full 90 today. So I guess we're going with Chambers. But yeah, I think if we went back to that lineup, look at you, you're like, Bellerin? He's saying Bellerin.
Well, no, but I'm going over, like we said, Europa, 7 substitutions or so. How many substitutions can we have?
I don't know.
A ton. At least 5.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey, if one or the other isn't working out at right back and it's atrocious, then yeah, just switch them out, man. Put Chambers in, or I don't know.
Did you hear that part?
Yeah, that was epic.
Really? Okay.
That was like it was almost Lockhart, Texas fart. Like that's how
they smell. So
folks, he's eating too many pies this morning.
I had like a steak carne asada burrito last night.
Oh,
so.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, my whole room is destroyed and shit. That's why I'm a little down in the dumps right now. You know?
Whoa.
What happened?
I'm looking behind you. It looks like the paint's peeling off the wall.
I got another one.
Hey, stay on camera. Hey, I need you to stay centered on camera.
You didn't hear that one though, did you?
Of course we did. Of course we did.
Anyway,
folks, it's been a long season. We're getting to the end. We're down the last stretch.
Anyway, enough.
Somebody's bowels are irritated. So
enough. So anyway, Arsenal went 2-0. Oh gosh, what are we up to? 11th? You know, who knows?
That's where we started. And
the season's over. I better get it right, huh? Or somebody's gonna cry on Twitter. You don't even know their record, dude. Let's see. We're up to 9th on 49 points. Oh gosh. Let's do a blackout. That's gonna do it for Cotton Two Minds. Thursday we got a huge match. It's everything, and I'll be nervous as a whore in church watching it. And hopefully Arteta gets it right this time. You know, last time he didn't. Who knows with him? Flip a coin. You know, who knows? Confidence,
no fragility. Let's go. Let's act like we're supposed to be here.
Let's just go after it. Anyway, catch us on Twitter at CITM Podcast. Go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, share it, get the word out, let everybody know that this is your favorite Arsenal podcast. We appreciate you guys listening, and
I'd like to just make a disclaimer and apologize to all the people for the gaseous talk today, and peace.
So I'm trying to see if I got one more.
Twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Thank you for tuning in to Cotton Two Minds. Please head on over to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and review. All feedback is much appreciated. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at CITM Podcasts, at Guna Rush, and at eMarshall Comedy. The music of this podcast is brought to you by Statics. If you like what you hear, please head on over to staticsmusic.com and be sure to follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Statics Music. That's STATX Music. Peace.